So this week, let's talk about AI, where it's at, and if you are an unconventional leader, an unconventional thinker, one of the simplest and easiest ways AI can be, you can move it from level one where you're using it kind of as a search tool, a little bit of a research tool, and actually move it into being an aid and a big support for some of your weaknesses. In particular, if a bunch of your weaknesses are logistical types of things, it is fabulous for that. So this week, I've actually been testing out a software, an app called Lindy, to use as an assistant. Basically, it goes through my calendar, it goes through my emails, it labels my emails actually, which ones are a priority, which ones are not. It started out somewhat weak. I'll be honest, was my approach. I signed up for it. Often you'll hear in AI, everything is as good as what you put in, so junk in, junk out. So because I've built up 3 AIs that know me very, very well, Notion, Claude, and ChatGPT, the one I'm in particular using the most right now is Claude, that knows me the best. I went over to Claude and actually asked it to create the instructions for this Lindy app. Lindy doesn't know me. It's like a brand new employee. How can I quickly get that brand new employee up to speed on what my preferences are, what I'm looking for, what information is valuable? It worked so well. I put that in literally the first report the next day, really early in the morning. Huge time saver for me. I was actually able to close a sales call because it pointed out that somebody had responded to an email. So I knew that my whole day started off that way and I did not have to go through everything. For me, that's a big time suck when I've got to read through all the emails to find the gold in all of that. So I'm really liking that. I've been pushing its boundaries just in a week. How far can it go? How much information can it create for me, generate, what kind of reports? It now lists out all the things that my assistant will be working on that day in an additional section. I'm definitely getting it there. I know you can do that with other agents and not have to pay a monthly fee, and I'll look at that down the road. I recognized I did not have the time. I did not want to put in the time to write that agent at this point. I didn't actually have enough data. So that's what I'm going to talk about next. Figuring out what you could possibly automate with AI, and then figuring out what's a good use of your time and energy. I used to tell people, when I was a professional organizer, I used to tell people this all the time. You need to do an audit of your day. Like it's a Covey thing. I can't even think of all the authors that talk about, keep track of your day and what you do and figure out where your time is going. That is an understatement. That is an understatement right now. You definitely want to do that. And when you're doing that, when you have that list of what your day is about and the things that you can't stand, hate, should not be doing in any way, shape, or form anymore, like you can see it on there so clearly, you don't even want to write it on the list. I love that. My clients will be like, well, I didn't really want to put this on there. I'm like, that's not an option. You need to put it, that's when you really need to put it on there. But that is also how you identify what can be automated, what should be automated. You go through that list of what you don't like, what is a huge time suck, what other people could be doing. And so years ago when I had clients do that, we were figuring out, when do they need an assistant? When's the line? What will they delegate to them? Now I'm having clients do that. We're doing that through coaching and stuff. And we're saying, okay, here are the things we've identified that are in your weakness. How much of this can AI automate and assist you with and do 80 to 90% of the lift, and you proof it? Let's find out. So that's what you ask it next. I'm not kidding you. If you have trained your AI, which means that it understands you've spent some time, it's gotten to know you, then you can actually put that list of things that you're like, I don't think I should be doing these things, not the best use of my time. You actually type that in and you ask the AI. The prompt is this: I've done a time audit, and the results of that time audit, this list of items I should not be doing. They're not the best. They don't make me the most money. I think they're a big time suck. What on this list could we automate with AI? What on this list might there be apps and so forth that I could use that would simplify this? It's going to give you responses to that. And then you can say, then you just pick through that. I work with the clients, we go through that, and then it's the next thing is, what are 3 options for automating that? So you just pick the one. One of the other really, really important things I've recognized, a lot of my systems I've been using for many years, they are crappy. So I do not want to automate junk. So as I was using Lindy, I'm like, I need to change my calendaring system. This actually isn't that effective. I can't even explain it to this, and this can't even understand it. That's not a good system. I'm like, it's time for that to improve. Same thing with my email processes. It's been so good at identifying actually breakdowns in our system that are not simple or easy. And it's also been really helpful. And then I've asked it, I'm like, how could I do this easier? What things are available now? What are your recommendations? Oh, I don't like that at all. Like, how about could it look something like this? And I've co-collaborated with AI to come up with better upgrades and simpler solutions to things. That did not take a ton of my time. They were small moments, but they're shifting the entire process, making it better, simpler, easier, and more prepared to continue automating, to continue in the AI world that is coming at us. I know this has been helpful. Now my encouragement is to take this information, do the time audit, chat with your AI, and ask it, what could be automated out of this? What can I simplify? Help me use my time for the best and highest good. Meaning, if it's in business, making the most money, spending the most time in sales, in marketing, in whatever helps your business thrive and you're the key part of. Thank you so much. I want to hear your questions. Please drop them in the comments, email me, text me, whatever. My name's Georgina. I am an unconventional leadership coach and an international neurodiversity coach, and I am a champion for you different thinkers and encouraging you to learn and explore more about how AI can simplify your life. Don't get overwhelmed by it. Stay focused, but allow it to help you out. Bye now.